Sean Hills for our Patreon Earth Day build contest. We're going to play some of Sean and my old classics to get y'all hype while we continue with setup for our Patreon server Earth Day build contest. We'll be back to y'all live in just a few minutes.
Power line to convey a certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all downtown. Lines of connection, communication, not the borders of boundaries that slice and dice a nation. Divided by the chalk lines of disreputable history, past failures are laid out as we shrug with absent mystery. Those bodies left behind us while we amble on ahead, fearful of the wrong things from newspapers unread. Before I tell you what to do, or you try to tell me, let's all see what's been done and where we could have been. By knowing what's before us, the path might clear ahead, and focus on new obstacles uncharted by the dead. Power line from a gurgling turbine, a telephone line from a quiet room, a metro line from across the city. Maybe we'll all raise our glasses soon. They say across the fence line the grass is always verdurous, but we're not corralling cattle, fearing wranglers about the murders. When we look out past dividers, we're unsurprised to see more folks erecting fences, becoming detainees. Before I worry about you or you worry about me, let's all dwell on ourselves, we're the private enemy. Becoming who we're meant to, virtuous and creative, we won't dread the different, the strange or unrelated. A power line to convey certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all, to bring us home.
Folks say to be the very best, you gotta travel across the land. but I'm happy here at pretty good. Just out walking with my friends. So you can fly from coast to coast for all the antics events. But my destiny's here in Tennessee, my Pokédex in hand. You run your laps chasing lickitung in Providence, and you arc your throws for Electabuzz in St. Louis. But when you're lost in Boston seeking Pokestops, boo-hoo, we'll all still be spinning them up on Rocket Top. It's true. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Tanglers from Los Angeles. If you're there chasing Charizard, you're making your life way too hard. Clutching garlic, pounding pavement down Ventura Boulevard. We don't need Nidoqueens from down New Orleans. I hate to rain on solo you, but parades need a willing crew. All those squirtles on St. Charles saw you wandering and withdrew. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Lapras from Minneapolis or Polipers from Mississippers. There's enough Weedles on Monteagle. We could evolve a swarm of Beedrill. There's enough Snubbull down to Shovel. We could team Sled with Grumble. We don't need Oregon from out in Oregon or any Pikachus from up in Massachusetts. Sorry, Professor Oklahoma, we'll raid gyms in Oklahoma. Sorry, Pokecoin Palooka, we'll hatch on hikes in Chattanooga. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here.
Hello,
in
everybody.
Tennessee
Hi,
at our
so
own
how many spots do we need to get?
predestined pace.
I'd love to broadcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
now we're not muted.
Yeah, so that audio source... Okay, I unmuted the Ring camera, which is not actually set to capture audio. Fantastic. I was just saying we've had a bunch of technical issues with the stream. I'm talking with my hands today. So why don't I reintroduce Sean Hills of Sean Hills Sings Joe Hills fame. Ta-da!
Hey everybody, I am Sean Hills.
I was just saying that normally when we have a guest, I don't remember where their video window is, and I'm like, I think we've got Manta DeRay somewhere over here. Where's Music Man? But today, Sean is in studio.
I'm here.
Yay! Okay, so right now, all of our overlays and stuff aren't perfect because I don't have things set up like the text outlines and whatnot, but I know people want to start building. We can chatter away once the build contest has begun. Let's go ahead and jump down here or fly over here to the flowing streets of Babalar. People are going to be building parade barges this time.
Is Babalar any relation to Babar?
Yes, it's actually based on Brandon Sanderson's famous Elephant King, who lived in a flooded version of New York City.
Excellent.
So, what we've got here is a bunch of folks who are ready to build some literal parade floats for a change. Normally the parade floats are on streets, and I mean technically they're still above streets, but they're just going to be floating above them. So I need to put everybody into game mode creative. And so everyone should now be in creative mode. And then I'm going to say 1 hour starting now. And then I'm going to press enter on this. Oops, okay, I accidentally hit the Windows key. I was going to say, I'm going to press enter on this when I actually have my stopwatch app out on my phone so that we can, okay, or the timer app. It's better than the stopwatch app because it counts down. So 1 hour, 0 minutes, 0 seconds, and go. So the goal of this build contest, all the participants already know it, so I don't need to explain the rules to them. I'm going to explain the rules to you, the audience. The rules of this build contest are to build a parade float along the theme of the given holiday. This event's theme is Earth Day. Now, Earth Day itself, of course, is on the 23rd, right? That's 2 Saturdays from now. And some people might be like, Joe, why didn't you do it on Earth Day itself? Well, a lot of folks like to volunteer and stuff in their community. The people who are most enthusiastic about Earth Day are the ones least able to come to something like this.
Makes sense.
On Earth Day. So we're doing this 2 weeks early to get hype and to remind folks to check out stuff in their communities. So we got some folks in the crowd. Thank you all for your patience with our technical issues. This is a brand new install of Windows, and something's up with the main webcam. So we're on the alternate webcam, which is why it's kind of over there, which is not where I'm normally looking. I keep looking. I should just take this one down because I keep looking at the wrong camera because that's what I'm conditioned to do.
Yeah, or put this one where that one is.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
That's too much.
No. So the mount on that camera can't clip to this. It would just keep falling backwards the entire stream.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that. Now, I mean, we could, and also if we tried to move the tripod it's on, the way it's kind of in that bookshelf there, we'd have to move this whole table out.
Yeah, you need some cable management bad.
Well, I just redid all of this last night because of basically because of the Windows restart and some hardware changes and a bunch of things. So nothing is where it was supposed to be.
I see.
And the plan is to, in a week or so to come back in and fix all the cables and everything. But for right now, we're just trying to make sure it all works, which, as you can see from this broken webcam here, it doesn't just all work. So, yeah. Let's see. Somebody's already started their float. There is Mantua Maker 2 working on their build. Now, early on in the contest, it's going to be kind of hard to tell what people are working on. We're going to have to see how that goes. But put blue tape over the broken camera.
So are the floats both above and below water, or are they entirely below water?
Well, they're intended, like, for the parade onlookers to witness them. You know, they'd have to be partially above the water, right? So this isn't a setting about mermaids. This is like a post-apocalyptic New York.
Okay.
And so...
This is like New York in a year or two.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to make a joke that was arguably way too political, which is really hard to do for this stream. But, yeah, wow. Thank you for helping me explore the boundaries of my art.
Hey, this is an Earth Day stream.
This is an Earth Day stream, yeah. We gotta...
Let's be real.
We gotta have the right level of bleakness.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved, that's one of the things I loved in, The Good Place, when Chidi and his friend, who was also a moral philosophy professor, are talking about each other's, like, lectures and papers and stuff, and it's like, I read your, I thank you for, wow, I really enjoyed your lecture about the epistemological exploration of blah, 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 blah. It was so bleak. It's just like, the problem with stuff at the scale of environmental catastrophe, though, is that you kind of have to be able to look at it and accept how bad it is,
Yeah.
but also be able to have that little bit of, I almost want to say detachment, and for me that comes through humor,
Sure.
of saying, like, even though it's stupidly bad,
Yep.
there's still a lot of people who are going to be impacted by it,
Right.
which is part of why it's stupidly bad. But that many people working together, hopefully we can figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm I'm certainly not the person to figure that something out. But, you know, I try to protect the delicate flame of my optimism with humor and with kind of laughing about how bad it is in
Makes
some
sense.
ways.
Yeah.
So, you know, if anybody here is just like, wow, Joe, I can't believe you're cracking jokes about global warming. It's like, well, at least I'm mentioning it. And
even mentioning it is a political act these
yeah,
days.
I know. So, yep. I'm going to move this overlay a little bit so we don't have that there. Okay.
Should we check in on someone else, see what their build is?
Oh, yeah. We're going to... It looked like earlier everybody else was still trying to find their plots, but we've got... Who is this over here? Dahlia is working on something with some ice here, as well as below the surface there we've got Superstone, who has a 5 in their name for super, and every time I try to, like, spell that in the autocomplete, I start it with an S, and that's always a problem.
Yeah.
Stellar Spider knows how to start a name. Got a strong Sierra there at the beginning, if you like the NATO alphabet. But yeah, let's
Sure,
see.
it's not 5-ooper and you've been pronouncing it wrong all this
I
time?
do say 5-ooper sometimes, but the problem is when I go to type it, I thought if I started saying 5-ooper, I would have it down, but no.
But no.
Not any better. So Sean, since we have you in studio here with your guitar, do you want to hold it up so people can see it? Let me, whoops, yeah. There it is. It's an actual guitar held up like a mirror, you know, so you can capture the ring light and the bookshelf and everything. Yeah, ooh.
Maybe I should paint it entirely green.
Yeah, you know, actually, I thought about commissioning something like that from, Art's friend Nate. He's got that, he made the bass that you were going to look at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because...
Made the bass.
Oh, yeah. So,
Custom?
yeah, so Nate is a luthier.
Ah.
And, so, yeah, Art has
Well, I went to Lutheran preschool.
You're halfway there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a custom bass. Oh, wait, actually... Maybe that particular one that he was going to sell you was one of his only ones that wasn't a custom-made one, now that I'm thinking about it. But, like, 90% of his instruments are handmade. Like,
Very
by,
cool.
like, one guy whose workshop I've
somebody
actually visited.
mentioned Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which
Yeah.
Babelar reminds me of as well. And I think he has a Kirby bass, right?
Yeah.
Or at least one or two.
Yeah, you got to play the Kirby guitar at one point.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Or one of these streams. So, is the guitar coming through clear, y'all? Okay. Looks like it's coming through okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So, since we got some live building, you know, it's always fun to have some live music at these events. You know, y'all have heard so many of our songs like 800 to 1,000 times. I play them at the beginning of the streams, in the middle of the streams.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna mix it up a little bit. Sean had wanted you had mentioned doing some like kind of improvisational stuff, or just kind of riffing on what we're seeing.
Yeah, since this is kind of an improvisational event of sorts.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't prepared for it.
No, nor was I.
Yeah, and this is one of those things where it's like, I knew it was coming, but I didn't know, like, my webcam was going to stop working, or that, like, 8 other random things were going to pop up at the last second, so. Yay. But, you know, that's part of the fun. That's part of the fun of doing a live show, especially one like this with the community, is, you know, everybody just kind of gets in here and does their best, and we just have a good time. So I'm going to go check out some of these other things. I'm going to fly around while Sean plays guitar for a little bit.
Send me away via subspace. Beam me a message from home. Cast me a hello in hollow. Tell me I'm not all alone. We're watching people build, and I don't know what they're gonna build. Joking, jumping, sing along, make
But-
up words,
I don't know the song.
nor do I.
That is why.
Send me away via subspace. Tap me a line or two. Because though we grow distantly, relativistically, I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you.
So thank you so much, Sean. Normally I would yell "woo," but like I don't want to like smack the water out of your hands. I haven't had like an in-studio musical guest in years.
Yeah, we're in close quarters here.
Also, Mr. Hardluck says, Joe, I just whispered you on Twitch with a question. I don't know how to read those, nor do I intend to learn. Sometimes I've accidentally find my whispers, and it's got like an 835 next to it, but yeah. The problem is, even if I found where to find them, I don't want to do that right now, because if there's 834 other messages that also warrant my attention, this is the wrong time to look at them. Okay, so Hardluck sent it via Discord. That I can do. Thank you.
That we can work with.
No, thank you, Mr. Hardluck, but I think we are good for this event. But I appreciate the offer for future events. Let's go ahead, though, and check out... I'm not sure what this is. Okay, so it's something with... How is this person breaking and placing so quickly? Is that a Lightmatica trick? Or just super good reflexes? Those look like block replacements. Like, you see how the glass is, like, breaking simultaneously?
Yeah. How does that happen?
That's really impressive. Okay. People are asking for Never Gonna Give You Up in Swedish. Do you know how to play any of No Stranger to Love or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I could look up the chords real quick.
Okay.
And then you can sing the Swedish.
Yeah. So, because I did this for an April Fool's joke. Did I tell you about this?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. This should be on my phone somewhere. I think it's like HC6 notes, maybe. No? Where is it? We're No Strangers to Love. That's the name of it. Okay. Hey, Abner J. Hernandez. Howdy to Puerto Rico. How many competitors do we have today? Honestly, I have no idea. And this stupid Minecraft isn't set up right, so I can't. Okay, hold on. I can't see who's logged on until I change the controls. Keybinds. Drop selected item needs to not be that. List players. Q. There we go. There we go.
Tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand.
Kommer aldrig att ge upp dig. Kommer aldrig att svika dig. Kommer aldrig springa runt och överge dig. Kommer aldrig få dig att gråta. Kommer aldrig säga adjö. Kommer aldrig att ljuga och skada dig. That was not good, but that's we're doing it live, people.
We've known each other.
No, I don't know the next few verses in Swedish.
You just gotta do the chorus every time.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna get worse.
Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside, we both know what's been going on. We know the game that we're gonna play here. You ask me how I'm feeling. Don't tell me you're too blind to see.
Kommer aldrig att ge upp dig. Kommer aldrig att svika dig. Kommer aldrig springa runt och överge dig. Kommer aldrig få dig att gråta. Kommer aldrig säga adjö. Kommer aldrig att ljuga och skada dig.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie. Hurt you.
Okay, so I was not prepared for that. I didn't practice that. You didn't practice that.
Nope.
I mean, like, I did it a week ago for April Fools, but while we're springing bad ideas,
Yep.
I was going to pitch this to you earlier, and we ran out of time because I was breaking the webcam, apparently.
Breaking cam.
We're trying to fix it. What I was thinking
Of.
was, what if we sang Happy Birthday, but we replaced the word birth with Earth?
Oh, Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day to you.
Okay.
Would that work? Is that viable? Or if we're gonna change a song to be about Earth Day, is there something better? Because, like, you know, if you were like, no, I'd rather do Billy Joel's Earth Day Man or whatever, like, sing us a song, you're the Earth Day Man.
Yeah, or
Sing
Elton
us-
John's Earth Day Man.
Wait, is that Rocket Man?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, wait. What's that song? What's that Bowie song? Ground control to Earth Day, Tom. Ground control to Earth Day, Tom. Sort recyclables and pick up trash near roads.
Or is this just the Captain Planet theme song?
Captain Planet.
It's already Earth Day theme.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Who's the you in Happy Earth Day to you? It could be all of us.
Anyone who's on the Earth, which I would guess is most of the people in the stream.
People are suggesting that you could do Hamilton and replace Aaron Burr with Aaron Earth.
Aaron
Day.
Earth, sir.
Yeah. Okay. There's something there. I'm loving this little Earth Day balloon we got going on. This was a fast build. Like,
That was very quick.
like, you know, every time
Is there
I'm
only
like,
one person working on that one, or multiple?
well, there are. This is the first creative mode build contest we've done in a while. So I've usually been giving people an hour
Uh-huh.
in survival mode, but and they've got this is 18 minutes into creative
So
mode,
maybe
and that's
the limit for creative mode should be half an hour next time.
next time. I'm not going to change the rules
No, of
mid
course
because
not.
I mean, you're here and
Well,
people
now
are
they
here.
can make all sorts of flourishes.
Yeah. Oh, also, I want to remind people that tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. We're using the rotating camera today, so for every dollar tipped, the face cam will rotate 1 degree angular. What is if you're using a 300
Perpendicular?
No. If you're using a 360 degree system, like there's like different kinds of degrees. There's like degrees radian. Is it degree angular for 360 degrees?
Oh, I don't know.
If anybody knows, I keep saying degrees angular, and no one's corrected me, but I don't know if that's just because they think it's funny that I'm wrong every time. If anybody actually knows the answer to that, I'm not going to Google it in the middle of this because I'm busy. But I know it's not degrees Celsius, Kelvin, or Fahrenheit.
Degrees Spangler?
Yes, named after Dr. Egon Spangler, who
Yeah.
single-handedly advanced Ghost.
What's this?
What is that? Is that a video of somebody playing music?
Yeah, I was trying to pull up chords.
Oh, okay. It's like an ad or something popped
I
up.
guess so.
Emerald Storm says there are no degrees Kelvin. Really? What do they call? What's the unit of? What's an individual unit of temperature in Kelvin then? Is
A Kelvin?
yeah. So is it like? Well, it's 800 kelvins Kelvin in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna start saying kelvins twice. I gotta
Maybe
say,
they say kelvs for brevity.
yeah. Well, you gotta be brief. Science.
always.
Science is a busy thing. I keep forgetting to switch the overlay back off. I'm turning it so I can see the name tags, and then but then I need to turn it off so that when we alt tab out, it doesn't do it. Okay. Getting a lot of people saying angular is right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, this is interesting.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
You know what's funny is when I was gonna pitch this to you,
Yeah.
I was thinking, is it too much to do the Marilyn Monroe one? Except instead of saying Mr. President, we say Captain Planet.
Good point.
Happy birthday, Captain Planet. Happy birthday to you.
Well, we went back to birthday there instead of birthday.
Dang.
We're
Yeah.
close. We're close. What
I
are
just, it's like I've been singing it as birthday my whole life.
I
or
know,
something.
I know. Wittershin says, speaking of geometry, Sean, how about lines? We actually played lines as part of the pre-stream setup music.
And to be fair, if any day were Captain Planet's birthday, it probably would be Earth Day.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's
we're a little bit early, arguably.
Sure.
But, that's fine.
what do you call an early birthday? Elated?
And, yeah, happy elated birthday.
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
Is it prolated, actually?
Probably.
It might be prolated.
Prolated and prorated.
Yes. But okay, I'm gonna pull this up. I'm now curious. Opposite of belated. Early. Thanks. Thanks, Google.
Yeah.
Prematurely. Happy premature birthday.
Superlated?
I think superlated sounds, or happy unlated birthday, because it's not late yet.
Yeah. Who are the etymologists in the chat?
Yeah. If there's any entomologists that want to chime in too, I know bugs sometimes show up earlier than you expect, so that there might be something there.
True. Etymologists, please enter the chat.
Yep.
What do you think we have here? What does this look like?
I'm wondering if this is an iceberg, maybe. Like, I mean, but you know, it's got a ship element.
If we go underwater, is this just the tip of the iceberg?
That's a fantastic question.
No, it really is most of the iceberg.
That's most of the iceberg. There is some more iceberg under there though. They didn't just get lazy with it.
True.
But yeah. Blub blub blub. The Titanic. Oh, maybe. The Titanic, which was famously speared from beneath by a stealth iceberg.
Yeah.
A U-berg, short for underwater iceberg, as they call them.
A U-berg, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I-berg, U-berg, we all berg for...
Icebergs?
Yeah, that works.
See, these are the sorts of musical moments you won't get anywhere else. You want to try that again with the guitar?
What?
The I scream, you scream, Mill scream for ice cream song, but about bergs?
I don't even know what... It's not really... It doesn't really have a melody to it, does it? It's kind of just...
It was like in an old commercial, wasn't it? It's like, I scream, you scream.
Oh,
we
that
all scream.
version of it, yeah. That version.
The original.
That makes it sound like you're making fun of someone on the playground.
Yeah.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Yeah.
I berg, you berg, we all berg for icebergs. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da.
Okay. That was
We
amazing.
sold a lot of icebergs.
We just sold so many icebergs. We should... Oh, man. You're like, I know it's a waste of money, but we should really advertise during sporting events. Like, it's just...
Yeah. Let's go to the phones and see how many icebergs we
Yeah,
just sold.
yeah.
Adopt an iceberg.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know, I was actually thinking it'd be funny to take, like, there's some episodes of Frasier where like one of the, it's kind of it's not like every season, but every few seasons or so they're like, oh, we rolled out a new billboard campaign, and he always like has some sort of freak out about the billboard, or whatever. But like, and it's always like a picture of him like super close up with the headphones on. I'm listening. Right? You know, like, I think it'd be funny to do a parody of that and slap that on some buses or something.
Yeah.
But, you know, also, yeah, it's just one of those
I wonder
things.
how much a bus, like a side of the bus ad costs.
They're actually super cheap.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Well, why don't we do that for, like, the third album release or something?
yeah, like, I mean, I'm talking like...
Whenever that ever happens.
Yeah. It's actually way more affordable than you would think. Because you gotta print them, and you know, that's like maybe $40 to $60 each, and then the actual like you know, bus benches too, the actual installation.
So you print it and then give it to
and then they
the
install
bus.
it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And but like, I mean, the actual it's like for each individual bench or bus, it's like tens of dollars for a month.
Wow.
So you print a few of them, and then you say, "Hey, slap that up there for 3 months."
Wow.
And they're like, it's actually more affordable than you would expect. And also, it's one of those things where I've realized now that I'm starting to like go to things in Nashville again. Like it's funny because I'm more recognizable when I go to an event in Boston,
right,
than when I am around town. Like
well, you could put your face on a bus in Boston too.
Yeah, I know. But like you know, it's kind of one of those things like when I reach out to like local groups like, "Hey, I'd love to have you on my show to talk about this outreach work you're doing or whatever." A lot of them are kind of like, "I have never heard."
Yeah.
Right?
How much would it cost you to do like a 30-second TV spot
Well,
just advertising like Joe Hills, and it's just like you're streaming?
That would be more expensive than the bus ads. The bus ads and bus benches are one of the cheapest forms of advertising, like per unit.
Cool. Let's get on a bus for a year.
Grace Winter says, "I want a bus with Joe's eyes on the side." Oh, we could do the T. Joe Ecclesburg.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that.
Well, you remember The Great Gatsby?
Yep.
You know how there's that billboard of the spectacles overlooking the ash wastes?
Yeah, it's part of the cover design of a couple of the covers. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the gimmicks I do with the face camera during the streams is that as it expands, there's one version where it's just like a cutout of my eyes. That's why I have the chroma green glasses now.
Oh, right.
And we call that T. Joe Eckhilsberg
Ah, I see.
instead of T.J. Ecclesberg.
Gotcha.
Vicky says the chain sound startled me. Oh, that's somebody in game.
Oh, in game, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say like those chains are kind of close
Chains
to your
are
feet.
nearby, but we haven't touched
You
them.
haven't. Yeah, I was gonna say I meant to move those so they weren't next to your feet, but okay. Quick reminder. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. Oh, this is definitely some sort of ship. Or it was.
Yeah, perhaps the Titanic, as noted earlier.
Ooh, we got some sort of dichotomy here going on.
Uh-huh.
Some compare and contrast, like possible futures, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe industry versus nature.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, very, very Tolkien.
Yep.
Tolkien was all about that.
Oh,
Is that a Lapras?
it's a shiny Lapras, I think.
That's cute.
That's awesome. That is very cool. So we got 30 minutes left in the build contest.
How many floats are there?
I think is this axolotl one maybe too, one as well. Okay, so this one is very cute.
Oh,
I'm not sure
look
if
at
so. The person building that is Bear 33. No. Okay, Bear says no. No, Malora says I made the axolotl. Bear did the earth. Okay, gotcha. You're just flying around since you are already done with your build. That's cool. Awesome. Sorry,
Gotcha.
wasn't trying to misattribute credit there. Thank you. Hey, Wintershins rolling in for 20, who says, I shan't keep you waiting to rotate. So here we go.
Excellent.
Well, let's go down here to our rotation thing. For some reason, this thing is set to rotate by 0.10 degrees. Like every... So it's like... It's like
10 degrees.
Yeah, it's like pumping gas.
Hardly noticeable.
I know. It's like pumping gas. I'm sitting here with the button held down.
Yeah.
I can manually type in 20, but it's kind
What's
of
the fun of that?
it's kind of like watching the Titanic actually starting to flip, though. So we're up to 1630 right now, 1730, 1810. Yeah. Somebody said what I need to do is get a gas pump, like a prop gas pump, and then have a special button, like imagine like a foot pedal in a gas pump, and when I squeeze it, it continuously rotates this.
Yeah, that would be great.
So that way I don't have to switch windows. Yeah. Dark says, wow, a complete bus wrap is only 1K per month. Yeah. Now, granted, you got to pay to print the bus wrap, and that's a lot more expensive than printing like a banner that goes on the side of the bus wrap.
Yeah.
Or on the side of the bus. The size of those is different.
And 1K, that's like more than we make off of the music in the first place.
Yeah. No, I mean... Yeah.
Hey, is that a version of the house from Up, except with an earth balloon instead?
Yes, it is, I think. But but this is more of a generic world's best planet. Okay. Wittershin says get an accordion pump. Oracle Mess says the camera moving like that is kind of trippy. Yeah. Yep, these are some great floats. I'm definitely thinking that 1 hour might be too long for future creative mode build contests.
Yeah.
So if all the contestants get done early, we will start the judging. But
as long as they all agree.
As long as they all agree, but I'm not going to force anybody to end early.
Yeah.
Because we still have technically 27 minutes and 53 seconds by the clock. Hey, NJ, glad you could join us. Okay. I'm very excited about these builds. This is...
Yeah, NJ forgot to say good luck to all. It's too late.
Now they're all going to have terrible luck, NJ.
Bad luck has set in.
It's all your fault. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, this is fun. These are like little like. Whoa,
Oh,
that was a creepy noise.
yeah. Sound effects. Very creepy.
Yeah, it's. Oh, it's the shulker box thing. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, these things. I should put some of these in my house, in Hermitcraft, because
As a deterrent?
because they look like storage. Because you can make storage things out of their corpses. So people, if they walked in, they would see that and just go, "Oh, that's some of Joe's storage," and they would. But then when it pops out, and if it actually sees you in survival mode, it'll shoot something at you. That's the equivalent of a fizzy lifting drink.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so your character will just start floating up toward the sun for about 5 seconds. And if you haven't figured out a good way to not get too high up, you'll just immediately plummet to your death at that point.
Perfect.
Yeah. Does your guitar have a name, Sean? Asks Wittershins.
No, it does not. I'm open to suggestions. Or is it Widershins?
Widershins.
Yeah.
Widershins demands nomenclature for the instrumentation. That is not a good accent.
No, what was that?
That was almost my Dr. Henry Killinger. Have you watched Venture Brothers?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I was veering into my Killinger.
Yeah, I would say it's close to that.
Oh, I'm so excited that they're gonna finish that out on HBO. And Metalocalypse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Venture Brothers, that's one of those shows that's been, like, canceled as many times as it has seasons.
well, it hasn't been canceled. It's just that the seasons take like 3 years to make.
I see.
This is the first time it's actually been canceled, but now they're bringing it back.
Gotcha.
And so the funny thing is that even with the cancellation, because it always takes 3 years between seasons, like it's like, oh, okay, so the next season will be out about when we expected anyway.
Right.
But yeah, it's funny because Venture Brothers came out when I was in high school, and so it's just kind of been
That
part
was
of
ages ago.
yeah, it's been part of my life for like half my life now. Yeah, Metalocalypse is coming back as well. Sean Hills is my sibling who performs and arranges the music on the Sean Hills Sings Joe Hills album, but there's so much more to you than that. What would you like to say about yourself, Sean?
I'm also a person who goes about their daily life and, needs to breathe and eat and stuff. Sleep sometimes.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, so speaking about being a person and also being a person, have you seen Severance yet?
No, but it looks good. Is
it
good?
It is shockingly good. Okay? It is the most deadpan comedy I've ever seen. So you know how like The Leftovers is kind of this like absurd, bleak, like alternate thing, like, kind of magical realism, maybe it's sci-fi, maybe it's not really clear, you know what I mean? And did you ever see Flash Forward or Awake? They were network television shows, but
I don't think so.
they're basically kind of like really serious dramas about like what if. Right? Like in Flash Forward, it's like, what if everybody in the planet blacked out at once for 72 seconds? And in that 72 seconds, they saw where they would be in 1 year.
Oh, okay.
They experienced 1 year of their, like 72 seconds of their future.
Yeah.
But some of the people who are going to be dead in a year, they just passed out and saw nothing.
They saw nothing.
And so not half a society, but a bunch of people in society like know that they have no future past a year. And a bunch of other people are like, how do I even get to where I was? Is it immutable? Can I change it? Right. It's got all these like weird elements, like philosophical and like, but and so the main character of that is like an FBI agent who's trying to like piece together what caused this.
Yeah.
Because one of the problems with it is if everybody on the planet blacks out for 72 seconds, a bunch of people die in plane crashes and car wrecks and stuff. And so they're trying to stop it from happening again.
Right.
Because they don't know what caused it, that sort of thing. So,
Or who caused it.
or who caused it, right? So this is like super dramatic, very like mind bendy, right? So Severance is shot exactly like that, or like The Leftovers. It's like got all of the camera work and editing is super dramatic and like completely plays it straight. But the actual and the premise the actual sci-fi premise, which is when there are some people who elect to have a surgery where when they go to work, they have a work self and a home self, and their personal chronologies are split geographically. So when you
work self doesn't remember home life
doesn't remember work self.
Right.
And so the idea is that you can't steal company secrets, and you can't be stressed out by stuff going on at work.
Right.
And then, but what the thing is, the version of you that's at work can never leave the office, and is basically a prisoner there. Because even though they go home every day at 5, they don't remember. Like, they go up the elevator and they come back down the elevator. Like, you know what I mean?
So how do we know that they're actually going home?
Well, as the viewers, we actually see kind of assuming that the director isn't lying to us.
Right.
As a viewer, you actually get to see their home lives and what's going on outside, and it seems pretty clear they actually are going home.
Right.
But the what I was going to say though is the show is amazing as a comedy though, because it's all the shooting and all the editing and all the premise are played completely straight. But the actual like implementation details of how they present this near future world, like, you know, one of the things you're doing in like a near future setting, like you've seen Her, right? You remember how like there's a point where he's getting on the elevator and he's talking to his neighbors and they're like, oh, hey, what you drinking there? And he's like, oh, just a fruit smoothie, you know, I blended up earlier. And they're like, oh, remember, you got to press your juices and blend your vegetables. You know, that's, you know, that because that's the new health trend. That's just one of those ways it shows that they're like, oh, you know, there's always something new like that.
Right. Exactly.
All of the like modern touches that show that this takes place like 5 or 7 years in the future are just completely laughably absurd.
Yeah.
Like in the first episode, this isn't a huge spoiler or a plot point. This is just like a setting note, right?
Sure.
He's staying with his pregnant sister, because like he goes over for a party and they're like, oh, stay overnight.
Adam Scott's character,
yeah, the protagonist.
Yeah.
He's staying overnight with his pregnant sister and his brother-in-law, and they're like, oh, you can stay in the nursery. And the bedroom has a crib, a twin race car bed, and a queen bed all crammed in there. And the brother-in-law explains, well, one of my colleagues' research shows that when a child is forced to change beds, it wounds them irrevocably.
Irrevocably?
Irrevocably.
Okay.
Yeah. The guy has a weird voice, and so I was trying to do his intonation and say a hard word, and that was a bad move. But it wounds the child irrevocably. And so, when the child is brought home for the first time, they need to see each of the beds they will experience throughout their lives and be able to move from one to the next at their own pace.
Wow.
And like this is just like presented completely factually.
Yeah.
Like
totally
this
deadpan,
like this is just what people do now.
Right.
Right? And like the whole show is full of like weird stuff like that presented completely deadpan. And it's
not all of us have room for 3 beds.
Well, arguably it wasn't a good use of space in that nursery either, because they're all like in there pretty tight. It's like this child doesn't have a floor to play on now. Like, but yeah,
play isn't actually as important as we once thought.
Yeah.
Same with, you know, year to year, eggs are good for you, eggs are bad for you.
Yeah. Oh, I like this person is making their own preserves. But yeah, so anyway, like the execution of the sci-fi premise, super well done. The camera work and the costumes and the shooting are absolutely top notch. Like people who enjoyed the aesthetic of Loki or Portal would probably really enjoy it, because it's got kind of this retro futurism kind of vibe to all the electronics and stuff. It's a very, in my opinion, it's one of the best constructed shows I've seen in years. Yeah, they just finished the first season. I saw the finale, and I think they stuck the landing, which, you know, they're set up well for a good second season, which they just got approved for.
Cool.
So, yeah. Okay. I love how Joe's semi-sliding off the screen. Am I? The funny thing is we can't really see the camera very well while... Oh, yeah, I kind of am. Yeah, because the game kind of covers the camera there. Okay. I need to keep sitting further back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lean back.
Yeah, if I'm just all the way back here, then that's even
Yeah,
better.
that's totally fine.
Perfect. Just so y'all know, we've got about 16 minutes and 45 seconds left now. Approximately. But yeah, so this is just a chill hangout while our people build. Do you have any songs that you've been just like messing around with or anything that you want to like dealer's choice type of thing? I'm not saying like I'm not trying to pump you for like new material or anything.
Sure.
But like if you're just like, oh, I've been I started to get into early Smash Mouth recently, and I've been practicing All Star just as an exercise or something like.
Yeah, I could do All Star as an exercise.
But what are you actually doing as an exercise lately? Like, what are you messing around with these days?
Not much, to be honest.
That's fair.
I just moved recently, so I'm just like settling.
No, I get that. How's your cat adapting?
She's taking it fairly well.
Glad to hear it.
She's yeah. Before she was like living with another cat. It seems like she functions well on her own better.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I guess some animals do and some animals don't.
Right. So.
Okay.
She just wanted me all to herself.
Don't yell in the chat, Makai Asuncion.
Don't yell in the chat.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is a sea shanty. Oh, wait.
I could attempt that.
Wait.
Wait.
Have you seen this? Ozymandias, the fresh king of kings.
No, I have not seen this.
I whistled for a traveler, and when he came near, his land was antique, and he frowned at my sneer. If anything, I could say ye mighty despair, but I thought, nah, forget it, my wreck's boundless and bare. This is, in my opinion, one of the greatest tweets ever written. Avery Edison did this. Before this tweet came out, I had a policy that anybody, because they had just expanded it to 280 characters.
Right.
And I was like, I'm just gonna block anybody that I follow, or I'm gonna unfollow anybody that's like
that uses
that many characters. That's too many characters.
Right.
And then I saw this, and I was like, okay, there's a place for 280 characters. Thank you, Avery Edison, for opening my mind. I'm gonna post a link to that tweet. Whoops, if anybody.
Good idea.
I was showing this to my coworkers. And
it's one of those tweets you print out and frame on your wall.
Oh, yeah. And I was showing this to my coworkers, and, like, all of the writers were just like, oh, my God, this is the best thing ever. But the other developer that was working for me was just like, I clearly didn't go to the same schools as y'all. Like, I'm from Mississippi. Don't expect me to know this. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I wasn't...
Yes.
I won't hold still. Yeah, you're right. I need to...
Yeah.
No, I won't hold still. No, I won't hold still. It might make sense from a production standpoint, but I won't hold still. I won't hold still. I don't actually know anything after it does that. Is that a key change? What's the word for that? When it goes up?
Modulation?
Well, yeah, after that modulation, I don't know how it goes.
Hey, baby. Ain't no easy way out. I won't back. I'll stand my and I won't back down.
Yazzie Wolf says, a couple weeks ago I heard short skirt long jacket in a store and thought it was lectern full cauldron. Stood in the middle of the store like an idiot for almost a full minute in complete confusion about why the lyrics were wrong.
Yeah. Why did they change the lyrics?
Yeah, the lyrics were perfectly fine before.
Exactly.
Oh, I like these cute animals that are going in. Is it Melora's little mudkip axolotl? Oh, that's what that is. Very cute. Emerald Storm says the oil slick is really well done. Oh, I didn't even catch that. Yeah, that is very well done. Hey, Jill Jackson, thank you for the 5 who says, rotate Hillses. Do. Okay, so time to hold down this button for 5 degrees.
Hold it down here.
Whoops, hold on. I gotta select the camera. There we go. Whoops, wait. Why is it? Oh, something's up. There we go.
Hillses.
There we go.
You know, that's very Golem, very Smeagol. Hillses.
My Hillses.
Hilses. Precious Hilses.
There we go. We are 5 degrees further rotated now. For better or worse. Oh boy. Let's make sure that we've actually got the PayPal tips thing open just in case those come in.
Sure.
Don't worry, Sean is being compensated for this appearance whether or not tips come in. This
Yep,
is
correct.
this is a Patreon event, and so that's coming out of the Patreon budget. So there we go. There we go. I love the little details on all these little builds.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun having the build contest constrained to the size of a parade float because it lets people really kind of, you know, tweak and add things within the confines of that space.
And if we only had a half an hour, the little details wouldn't have been able to be put in.
Yeah. And we got some creepers back here. What does this say? Cundalus's boat float ahead. Wait, is there another? Oh, is there a whole nother float back here?
That's a float.
I guess so. Cundalus's boat, it floats.
Hey, look at that. It does.
It does float. Okay. I'm sorry, Kindleless, for not being over here. And catching this earlier. Let's just look at that for a second. That's coming together well.
Yeah.
Is Patreon how you join the server? Yep. This is for $10 a month and up Patreon. What do you patrons? I guess. Yeah. Patreon supporters. And we are at
Patronese.
yeah. 9-minute warning. In 45 seconds. So I just barely missed the opportunity to say 10-minute warning. So now I'm gonna wait to press enter until we hit 900.
0, 0.
900.
I could play this song off her first album.
Oh yeah. This is one I like.
I put the cogs into the box, then I've got another load. After a while, my arms will get tired, and then this job will blow. But I could be replaced by a machine. Does my work half the time? 'Cause I don't know where I'd go, 'cause I prefer putting cogs into the box, then I've got another load. Only just a few more hours and then I'm free to go.
Yeah, I'm free to go.
But I can't cease questioning if I really have a home. It makes me sick to think of it, 'cause I prefer putting the cogs into the box.
Woo! You know what we should, if we actually we're gonna do this like more better, I guess.
Betterer?
Yeah, more better. I need to get like a plastic gear toy for when the babies come over, like Gearopolis or something like that. And then the next time you sing this, we can have like I can be putting the Gearopolis gears into the box. Yeah, now because I'm not just gonna go buy a random bunch of gears. Like, but having a Gearopolis set here for the kids when they visit, that would be cool.
That'd be good.
Yeah, they're gonna be almost big enough for that eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not ready for the Gears of War.
No Gears of War yet. Okay, so yeah, the people that we're gonna raid after this, remind me, we're gonna raid the charity stream that I'm gonna be on in.
Okay.
So in 2 hours, I'm gonna be playing D&D with Saucefire as part of the Mercy Road event benefiting Child's Play charity, which helps children's hospitals and other medical facilities for families to not only obtain video games and gaming equipment, but also like they have to like install them in like special carts and cases that can be wiped down easily and rolled around from room to room and stuff. Yeah. And they have to train their IT staff to like, how do you set up an Xbox account that works properly for like a bunch of kids in a hospital?
Right.
And like, so they handle staff training, they handle buying the equipment to house the gaming systems, you know, all that stuff, top to bottom. So I'm really excited to be part of Saucefire's D&D game. I'm going to be playing a character called Handleton Beestinger, which I kind of loosely based off Ted Theodore Logan.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
And he's a Divine Soul sorcerer. I don't know if you know anything about magic in D&D.
Not very much, no.
That's great, because maybe nobody here does either. So you're helping out. So in D&D, most types of magic, you have to, like, go get. Right? If you wanted to become a wizard, your character's backstory would probably involve, like, 4 years of undergrad and then 8 years of wizard school or something.
Okay.
Right? And then, or if you wanted to become a cleric or a paladin, who are like, they're magic users who serve a particular deity. Okay. They would have like gone to seminary and said vows.
So it's all education based.
It's
not like you have to go procure materia or something like that.
No.
Or go find espers.
No. But and then there's another alternative is the warlock, who like will go make a dark pact with Cthulhu or something like that, right? Yeah. So all of these are very intentional. So if you're playing a magic user in D&D, your character usually has like a strong sense of devotion or vision or that sort of thing, right? Yeah. Except for one particular type of magic user called a sorcerer. And the sorcerer's magic is kind of internal.
I see.
It was just something they were born with, and maybe
it's Maybelline.
Maybe
you're born with it.
Maybe their family really raised them to channel that power and whatnot. But sometimes it's just the sort of thing that like skips 5 generations.
Yeah.
And so your character's just like, I don't know, I guess I'm magic. And so this character, who's based loosely on Ted Theodore Logan, is a divine soul sorcerer. Divine soul means like they get their power from divinity or celestial things.
I see.
And traditionally, people with celestial power in D&D are the ones that like are super devoted to particular gods and like have very strong missions. Whereas this guy's just like, whoa, I guess I should go around and help people, because if I wasn't meant to help people, why would I have such big ears for listening to their problems?
Right.
My dad had big ears, and he didn't really help people with their problems. But maybe he would have been happier if he put those ears to the ground. And then, like, sprayed ice everywhere. I don't know. I'm good at making ice. Like, right? You know, that sort of thing. Yeah. So I get to play a dumb magic user, which is not a very traditional D&D role.
Right.
And the character, since we're going to be playing with a group of people who have never played together before, because it's like a charity one-shot game, this character's personality is very encouraging. So rather than me being like, okay, I'm going to make a plan, I'm going to execute it, no matter what plans anybody else suggests, he's like jumping in like, awesome, and I can do that, and I'll help by doing this. And like, and the dumber the plan is, the dumber my add-on suggestion would be.
I like it. Yeah.
More enthusiastic. And so it really helps keep the whole group going. Did I send the 9-minute warning? No, we're at 3 minutes. Thank you. So that people are like, the timer reminder, Joe, the timer. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I'm playing with Jack. Oh my gosh, he's Harlack on Twitter, and his last name sounds like Harlack, but he's from Red Letter Media. He's the gosh, let me just pull him up on Twitter real quick. So twitter.com/Harlack. Every time I forget his last name, I see it. Jack Packard. This guy.
Okay.
You might see him in some of the Red Letter Media videos. I'm playing with him, with Quinn Murphy, who's a Pathfinder writer that I play Pathfinder with every week. Ryan North, who wrote the How to Invent Everything book.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Also of Dinosaur Comics.
Exactly.
Yep.
And Kat Welsford, who's Pope Lady on Twitter. She does, like, corporate game stuff. And so this is going to be a very, very fun event. And I really appreciate you taking care of Corinne while I'm doing it. Because this is going to be such a fun day for me. And, like, honestly, I'm just really glad you're back in town. Like, yeah.
I'm here.
Woo! Okay. So, we've got 1 minute, so 90 seconds. Okay. Jill Jackson says, I had to talk with new players who make characters who are aloof and don't work well with others. So I'm like, you're just going to sit here and not play, I guess? Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, for a comedy charity stream, you want to have characters who are very receptive and agreeable and to escalate things.
Yeah.
Even if they escalate things in a non-constructive way, you want things to get...
It's the yes-anding of improv.
Exactly. You know, part of D&D is you get to build whatever kind of character you like. So try to build a character that will complement the group, not fight it, you know?
Exactly.
So when we get done here, we are going to raid Saucefire, who is doing the first slot of his game started about 13 minutes ago. And then in about... and started an hour and 13 minutes ago. Yeah. So he by the time we wrap up here, he's going to be halfway through his first group, and then the second group's going to come in about an hour and 45 minutes, including me.
Should we do a countdown from 10 when it...
Yeah, sure. It's at 11. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay, dramatic music. Okay, pencils down.
That didn't... Pencils dub.
Stop. All done. Okay.
All done.
So, we're going to start at the front of the parade, which is Kindleless, and we're going to go front to back, because the parade going past... We tried going back to front, and I realized this is the opposite of how people experience parades, right? So that's not ideal.
Yeah, why is Kindleless's float so separated from the others?
Well,
Did we run out of space over there?
There wasn't room. Okay, so Kindleless, if you want to jump in on voice chat... Sean, you've got headphones. You heard those growling noises. That means...
Good morning, Joe and Sean.
Kindleless, awesome. Let me just turn you down a little bit here for the folks at home. Okay, go ahead and say something for us again, please.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Kindleless. Let's go ahead and let's see what you have been working on here.
Well, this is a post-apocalyptic future, so like all good post-apocalyptic futures, we are fleeing the cities towards freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we're so far ahead of everybody else, and they seem to be following us slowly.
Gotcha. Very cool. Save our seas. Did you design this map, or...?
I did not. I stole it from someone else's float, or a wall, randomly. I did make the map of NJ for one of her streams, though, and I said I'd put it there so she could be with us in spirit.
Yeah, she's unfortunately at her accountant's office today, which is not what I would want to be doing today.
Nor I.
Okay, so awesome. Is this based on any particular ship in history or anything like that, or?
It is the default Minecraft ship that I made better in creative like 3 years ago and scrambled to find to build today.
Ah, most excellent.
And is there an indoor portion, a cabin, if you will?
There is. There's a doorway, passageway. Joe sees it now.
Yeah.
Kind of an office space.
Yep, and then is there a below decks on this too?
There is, but it's just the ladder going down. There was a ladder going up, but then all of the crew kept climbing and falling off.
Gotcha. Oops. I'm bad at clicking things with the crosshairs turned off.
And if the world is burning, where are you fleeing to by
I don't know, but in the opposite direction is Bill from Gravity Falls, so that seems like the wrong direction to be.
Okay,
That's
makes
fair.
sense. Makes sense.
Okay, and then these little lifeboats here, those are just to make sure I found this, I'm guessing?
It was like a breadcrumb trail of escaping.
That's smart, because I had no idea that you were over there until I saw the breadcrumbs. So, okay, thank you so much, Kindless. Sean, did you have any other questions before we let Kindless go?
Yes. What are the flags made to represent?
These are Ukrainian flags, but
okay.
I have the suspicion I may have put them upside down because I did this in a hurry.
Okay.
Good to know. Thank you.
So they're in distress.
I would say that's
That
a fair
is as
assessment.
accurate as it could be.
Okay. Because that's what an upside down flag means, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we are going to join over here. It's Stellar Spider. We can all help to get out of this jam and then preserve our Earth. Okay, the jam preserve pun. I'm all about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's real good. Stellar
Does
Spider.
it say the same thing on both sides? I don't think it does.
Stellar Spider says, I had this idea at breakfast this morning, so it's just punny. Awesome. Well, spread the message? Okay. Yeah.
It's a lot of puns. I like it.
That's a solid Earth Day. The mobs are named after different jams and jellies. Oh, I wouldn't have known that with the overlay turned off because it doesn't show name tags. But I don't know if I can see the name tags inside of the... Is it okay if I break windows in these? Or Stellar, would you rather break the windows yourself? Yes, break it. Okay. So, strawberry... Oh, strawberry cow, like strawberry milk.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Yeah, you are correct.
Marmalade.
Marmalade.
And you can fix these as because I'm not going to. Blueberry.
Blueberry.
Apple butter. And finally, plume. I love it. This is great.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions, Sean?
Oops. Are these, what was the reason you chose these particular flavors?
I'll turn the overlay back on so we can read chat. Okay, we'll give Stellar a second to respond. Yeah, if you're watching on stream, there's going to be a little bit of a delay. Apologies for that. I chose original Minecraft mobs, not ones based on real animals. Oh, okay. That's smart. Yeah, because like there's no such thing as a glow squid or a mushroom or a creeper in real life.
And Joe, question for you: what is a Minecraft mob?
Mob is a video game term for a mobile enemy.
Oh, I see.
They used to be pronounced mobs, but then the Italian mafia was like, if you could pronounce it mob, then it would really help obfuscate us when people are looking for us.
I see.
And, anything that game players can do to help the, Italian mob, they want to do.
Of course.
So we no longer say mobs, even
Right.
though it's short for mobile opponent or mobile enemy.
I see. And even the Venetian aspect of this realm is meant to obfuscate further.
Yeah, we've got canals here.
Yeah.
Very.
I see. We're all connected here.
we're all connected.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Okay, thank you, Stellar Spider. This has been. I want to make a pun. This has been.
It wasn't jarring.
Let's move on. Okay. Over here, whose build is this? This is Dahlia and 5 Ooperstone. Would one of you like to hop on voice and explain it, or will you be explaining in chat?
Yes, I can explain.
Thank you, Dahlia. Please do.
So first off, we started by building an iceberg, which has obvious relations to the theme of Earth Day, related to global warming and the melting of the ice caps. So we built an iceberg, and you can see it melting and falling apart at the bottom, and as it's trailing behind.
Oh.
And as we were building our iceberg, we kind of thought of another historical event that happens April 14th that relates to icebergs. And so we built the Titanic on top. And I think the not so obvious actually relation to Earth Day is the Titanic is slowly decomposing at the bottom of the ocean. It's going to be soon it's going to be um, like decompose completely, and it kind of just shows nature taking over human like a human issue and turning it back into nature. And I think that has to do a lot with Earth Day, flowers kind of overtaking human creations and stuff like that. And we also have hippocampus pulling the float, a as a just an ode to horses, I guess.
Okay.
Seahorses?
Well, mythical seahorses. So yeah.
Okay.
See, I thought the hippocampus was part of the brain, so I thought this was about the intellectual challenge of fighting
I thought it was a
global warming.
college that hippos go to.
Oh, well, that's not the name of the college, but that's
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 part
the
of the-
grounds.
right,
The grounds is
right.
the hippocampus.
Oh, okay. See, that's where I was confused.
Okay.
Is there anything internally in the Titanic or inside the iceberg?
Yes. So there are some polar bears which have another relationship to Earth Day, the melting of the ice caps. Polar bears are directly and first some of the first animals to suffer from the impacts of global warming, and finding food and hunting and things like that they have difficulties with and are being wiped out.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much, Dahlia. This
Well,
is
not cool enough, apparently.
should be colder. But that's something we all need to work on. You did your part.
Yeah, that's not on you.
Yeah. I love it. So yeah, Dahlia and Superstone, great build. Let's move
you.
on. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. Is there a sign here that says who this is from? Mantua Maker, aka Grace. Grace, will you grace us with your voice or otherwise share in text chat what we are looking at with this beautiful juxtaposition here?
Can do voice.
Perfect. I hear you. You sound like you're coming in great. What are we looking at?
Awesome. So yeah, it's kind of based on the fragility of Earth. So I picked the budding amethyst because they always look a little broken to me to begin with. Then of course the end crystal in the center to show how everything is so dangerous. And then the wasteland in the back, including the oil slick, to show just how much the waste and all can cause the damage. And just the dome is to say we need to protect, and kind of the idea of, you know, how important it is to protect the Earth.
Very nice. I really like the visual execution of the oil slick concept here. That's it came out beautifully. Sean, do you have any questions?
Yes. What is kind of the orb floating in the middle of the protected area?
So that was actually explained. So this is a dragon egg in Minecraft. If you touch it, it explodes.
Oh.
So that was talking
see.
when Grace was talking about
That's
the
what that
fragility
is. I see.
and how we're kind of end crystal. Sorry,
Held in the balance.
how things are kind of on a nice edge. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Very cool.
Yeah. And then I see that there are some pillagers here. Does that represent kind of a fight over resources in this?
Yep, and that represents the danger of and the threat to the ecosystem, threat to the beauty that is all around. Yep.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Grace. This is a really visually interesting piece. I love the juxtaposition. The oil slick, like I said, really, it's eye-catching, and you know, it projecting out past the boundaries of the float while still staying in the legally permissible build area, which I appreciate, is very cool. Okay, well, thank you. Let's move on and see who's up next. This one, I believe, was Bear33. Bear, do you want to hop on voice, or are you going to explain in text chat what we are looking at here?
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Bear.
Yeah, so since it's Hearth Day, I figured we could take this literally and like build a hearth, and that's kind of what I went to. It's like fairly straightforward. It's simply the hearth in the balloon form, and yeah, so like it was a bit challenging with some parts, like Australia was hard to do. Most of the Americas was hard to do too, since it's a weird shape.
Did you come up with this model yourself, or did you look at something else that somebody else
I was looking at Google Earth, actually.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. So this is your own interpretation.
Yeah, it is. So I put so I build a circle, a sphere, and then I had the Google Earth, and I tried to replicate the like right colors and stuff. Yeah.
Ooh, very cool.
I really appreciate the effort that would go into something like that. I do a lot of projects too, where I try and take something real and figure out how to make it work in Minecraft at different scales. And yeah. So no, that's very cool. It's especially impressive you were able to do that in this amount of time. Or was that something you had figured out?
No. I did this yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And just like build it here. So that's why it was so fast. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I see.
Gotcha. That makes sense. And then these hanging like glow sticks or whatever.
It was just to fill the space a bit. I didn't know what to put there, so yeah, that's what I did.
So it kind of represents the hot air going up into the balloon. Or...
Exactly. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that the gondola is actually on the ground or in the boat.
And then it's a bit part of the joke because like the barge is so small and the balloon is huge. So yeah.
Well, I think the whole thing really works in a fun way.
Yeah.
You've got the earth, you've got warm air and, you know, rising temperatures, you've got fun little boat. Like, this is the sort of thing that could be an actual, like, float in a boat parade, which is always fun. Merrick says, who's Joe with? I'm speaking with Bear, who built this float for the current build contest, which is Earth Day themed. And in studio is Sean Hills, my sibling, who you might recognize from our albums. Sean Hills Sings Joe Hills, Volumes 1 and 2. So thank you, Bear. Sean, did you have any other questions before we let Bear go?
No other questions.
Thank you, Bear. Yeah, this is a very self-evident float.
Yes.
So then here we've got, let's see, Shiny Lapras by Mahi's Zero. Mahi's, are you going to be joining us on voice or?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. There you are. Okay, so go ahead and give us an overview of what we're looking at here.
So originally I was going to do a grass type Pokemon because it's Earth Day, but then I remembered it's a float. And I thought about doing Kyogre, who's the god of the seas and, you know, all that. But then I remembered that Lapras is actually a positive symbol of conservation and preservation in the Pokemon universe, because in the original games, Lapras was on the verge of extinction, and you barely got one through the game event itself. And as of Sun and Moon, the Lapras population has exploded.
Oh, fantastic.
And actually in Ultra Sun and Moon, it has exploded so much that it's becoming an issue with the fish population.
So now they're like, we're going to have to open up Lapras hunting?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
It's Lapras season.
I thought that was a unique Pokemon to add, like, for the Earth Day theme.
Yeah. Well, it looks gorgeous, and it does sound incredibly appropriate. It's so fun seeing these things rendered in 3 dimensions. Because, like, you know, when I grew up, Lapras you only ever saw from one angle in the game.
Right.
Like, that's it. That's what you get.
It's just a handful of pixels.
Yeah. No, I pulled up, like, I've just searched Lapras pictures, and I had several different, like, angles to, like, base off of, and I was like, this is so much better than just the one angle.
Yeah. Well, I am really, really happy to see something from my childhood represented like this.
And what made you choose to make it a shiny Lapras?
Well, one shiny Lapras is the best Lapras, but also there's no light blue slabs and stairs.
That's a good use of the constraints of the game, then. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's probably rarer and even more endangered than your typical Lapras.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, well, thank you so much, Mahis. I think we're gonna go ahead and open it up. We've got back here. It is time to talk with Melora. Melora, are you still here? If you are,
I am.
welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
So go ahead and tell us what we're looking at here.
Well, I didn't want to spend too much time on a float because I wanted to do more stuff on the city.
Uh-huh.
But I was thinking a mudkip would be a perfect thing because that's what I think the blue axolotl in Minecraft looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And so tying in with the game itself and people that would live here, if an axolotl is a creature that you'd find, the blue is the rarest of them. So they would have, this is the Minecraft endangered species.
Very cool. I really like your use of the lightning rods and the copper here for the whiskers. I don't know if are they whiskers, you think?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sea lions have whiskers. No?
Yeah, the sea lions have whispers. Yeah.
Whispers?
I need more coffee, clearly.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is great. Do you have any questions for Melora, Sean?
Let's see. What does could you show us the underbelly, Joe?
Yeah, sure. Swim around under here. He's got a great silhouette.
Yeah, very good. Very like lizardy silhouette.
Very cool.
I like it.
And Melora, can you tell us a little bit? You were mentioning working on the city. Can you tell us a little bit about this setting?
All right, Babelar. You said it before, post-apocalyptic. I tried to explain to people it's like modern city post-apocalyptic plant takeover crossover thing. But
and so you're hosting this event in some ways.
Yeah.
Because the city that you and could you give credit real quick to a few of the other people that worked on Babelar to make sure that
sure.
I don't miss
Yeah,
them?
Chef Nutmeg did a lot of work. Towards the end, Kindless put in quite a few buildings. Mardigan built some stuff. A few of the buildings around here had one-offs from different people on the southern road, the Rainbow Road. And there were just too many people that made things there that I can't quite remember who did what.
Oh, that's totally fair. I mean, I would do an even worse job. I just wanted to make sure that you had the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, this is... so, Sean, I don't know how many of these build contests you've seen me do, but basically different groups around the server built these cities to host the Parade Float build contests.
Oh, I see. And is this the first Babelar, or have there been 4 before this one?
Why, is it Babelar 5?
Yes.
Actually, the book, it was from Brandon Sanderson's Firefight. The technical name of the town is Babylon Restored, but everyone just kind of called it Babelar, so.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Sean's just messing with me with that Babylon 5 joke. Okay. Okay. So I think at this point, thank you,
Melora.
Thank you, Melora, not only for sharing your float, but also for welcoming all of our participants to create floats in this fantastic city.
It's beautiful.
It is gorgeous. So what we're going to do, one of the fun things about having a live musical guest is that they actually judge the contest. But one of the things that gets kind of awkward is I can't have Sean playing live music while we do the judging discussion. So I'm going to turn off the webcam and play a song that I wrote, performed and arranged by Sean while we chat. Let's go ahead and put on... let's see, 4 minutes would be... That would get us... Wait, is My Destinies in Tennessee not in this playlist? Oh, now I'm disappointed. Okay, let's put on the Hermitcraft Season 8 end credits wrap. And
Sure.
That's 3 minutes. And then I'm going to throw in the Lay Your Head Down and Dream Out ska version. That's another 2:10. So that gives us 5 minutes to do that.
To deliberate.
So we'll be right back. Okay, So I'm
Who's the
gonna...
guy who conquers death?
Don't say anything
The mister
yet.
with the whispers when Mumbo forgets. After introducing Pearl and Gem to say we're settling a continent. Shoulder to shoulder, surrounded by water. Beyond which reset, risk your face if you wanna. We live close, we build close, we speak in proximity. Season 8's here today, still in its infancy. Mumbo is saying go, everyone's cheering. Suddenly scattering, always unfearing. Though it passed by without Mumbo mentioning, there's a crew, you know who to keep you adventuring. Asuma securing villagers. Pearl on fine architecture. Joe grabbing supplies, ready to throw at the first fools who die. Bring on the creepers, bring on the flames. The resupply crew will get you going again. The very first to die, B-double-O, don't cry. Pops and quite chagrin, takes some apples and he flies. Zombie Cleo's next, needs an axe for the road. Geared up and cheered up, she's off with some lows. Gemini Tay appears slain by Jevin. But B-dubs is back before Joe loads the first chest in. Then Pearl's killed by Cleo, who Joe had armed previously. Then Cleo's dead too, per Isco mischievously. Impulse SV got blown up by a creeper. Says he won't be back, but how can he be sure? Bring on the creepers, bring on the flames. The resupply crew will get you going again. The resupply crew. Asuma laddering a mine shaft. The resupply crew. Pearl egging a shell. The resupply crew. Joe lavaing a portal. Yo, you're immortal, here's a doorway to hell.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy?
Who's the guy who struck his first diamond? Encircled suddenly by 3 of his friends. Tango, Corrales, and B-double-O, all armed and armored to shake down Joe. Threats bacon triplicate fully surrounded. Joe took to the sky with Cobble unbounded. Lava to dump on the brigands below, or on himself. Misdirection, let's go! Heading down to somewhere with coordinates in hand. Bridging and a tunneling connecting flower forest land. Cleo is away, so Joe leaves her a saddle. He hopes as he does she won't use it for battle. Returning to World Spawn and lighting his tunnel, he keeps striking lava and dies a whole bundle. And drowns hunting squids, though he tried his best. But no worries, back at World Spawn there's a resupply chest. Bring on the creepers, bring on the flames. The resupply crew will get you going again. One chest becomes 4 labeled in stock. The shell thickens yet with smooth sandstone block. Bushes are placed, ravines are filled in. Also the hermits can keep adventuring. If dying is losing, then living is winning. Episode's done, but the show's just beginning. Pick up some tools, some potatoes and steak, and show them you're real, give them season 8.
Okay, so the mic is back live over here. And we're gonna unmute over here as well. Okay. So, let me make sure that we've got the camera back on as well. Boom.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. If you can't hear us, tell me now, because...
We can hear you.
Okay. Great, great, great. Wittershin says, I'm speechless. That song is so funny. Thank you. Well, before we start, I just want to say we have had a fantastic run of these parade float build contests. We have done 6 or 7 of these over the last year, and every time I have been super impressed by the incredible amount of talent and creativity that people are bringing in here. Y'all are fantastic. I also say I love the fact that I'm able to, with these Patreon events, bring in guests and whatever and actually pay them for their time. Musicians especially, deserve to be compensated.
I agree.
Being able to do these events with Sean and Manta and Music Man and it's just been a real joy for me and kind of, I'm going to be honest, a source of pride that y'all are supporting me financially at a level that allows me to reinvest and give back to the community by hiring professionals to do really cool things. So even though this is the last of these parade float build contests in this series, we're going to be doing more cool stuff like this in the future. I'm not ready to announce it yet, but the core elements of community coming together to build, bringing in musical guests, those things we know work, and we're going to keep doing them. So we are going to announce our top 3. Sean has judged this. I was here to answer questions, but let's go ahead and visit number 3 first. Sean, do you want to go ahead and introduce it?
Yes. 3rd place is the Shiny Lapras.
Ooh, shiny! Yes, thank you, Mahi0, for this awesome Shiny Lapras. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Congratulations. Normally we would throw netherite at you when we're doing the survival mode builds, but we're not doing prizes today. But congratulations nonetheless. I was going to say something like a handshake is available upon request, but I actually... wait, actually, we could do that in game. Hold on.
You can shake hands in Minecraft?
Kind of. Hold on, let me... A handshake is available upon request. I'll take that as a request. Okay.
That works.
So, Sean, where are we going for second place?
Second place, we are going to the preserve float.
The preserve float!
Because we love a good pun here. We love many puns all put together.
Yeah. Very punny. Spread the message, preserve our Earth. This was, of course, Stellar Spiders. We can all help to get out of this jam.
That's right.
It's very positive. There's the focus on biodiversity and on preservation and on cooperation. So, Stellar Spider, if you would like a handshake, one is available upon request. I'm good. Okay.
All right, we'll put a lid on this and move on.
Alrighty. So for first place, Sean, where are we heading?
We are heading to Grace's float.
Grace, aka Mantua Maker. Congratulations on first place. Anything that you'd like to say about why this was your choice?
I love the message of the fragility of our planet. I love the contrast between the oil slick and kind of the protected space. Even the protected space kind of reminds me of the domes in the year 1999 in Chrono Trigger a little bit, right before Lavos shows up.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I just like this. It's very intricate, very beautifully designed.
So, congratulations, Grace. You absolutely nailed it. A handshake is available upon request. Okay, I guess I'll fly over to you then.
Yeah.
Here you go. There we go. Congratulations,
Hands
Grace.
have been shook.
Yep, we sure shook those hands. So, thank you to everyone. Like I said, not only today, but this entire series of Parade Float build contests with our guest judges has been a delight, a joy to share with you, the supporters who support the show on Patreon. You're really helping make all this possible, and I'm excited to do things for y'all that are reinvesting in the community and creating opportunities to just be creative as a group. I am excited now to announce that we are going to be rating twitch.tv/saucefire, which is the channel where I'm going to be doing a charity event for Child's Play Charity. I'm going to be jumping on a call with them in 75 minutes. Saucefire is the dungeon master for a 24-hour charity stream. He's basically doing 8 different 3-hour groups. But he's running the games himself.
Yeah.
For all of them.
Okay.
So it's kind of gonna be kind of chaotic as it gets to the end.
Right.
He stacked me and some of the other big guests into one of the earlier slots, so he's not completely insane when he's doing this. But it should be pretty wild the whole weekend.
Hey, looks like we had a donation come in.
Littershins Tips 2 who says jazz handshake. But let's also go ahead and let's make sure that we're spotlighting the victory build here, and let's go ahead and add 2 degrees of rotation to the camera.
Yeah, and like everyone's saying in the chat, great builds all around. Like, it was difficult choosing because there's so many great floats out there today.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is before we go, Sean, do you have anything that you want to promote that I should link? I know you're kind of between projects.
I'm between projects.
You got some music stuff coming out.
Got some
people
stuff coming out.
Can get hype about it, but maybe it's not ready to be announced.
Yeah, just be on the lookout. Follow me on Twitter.
That's what I was going to ask, is when these announcements are ready, where will people be able to find them? And that's twitter.com/ oh my gosh, that's not how you spell any of that.
At Sean_Hills.
Let me go ahead and post that.
There we go, that works.
In for everybody. Kindle says, Sean, will you stream more soon? Should I link your Twitch? I know that you just moved, so maybe that's not an immediate short-term
Yeah,
thing.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, and I was going to say, in theory, I'm trying to set this space up for 2 people to stream simultaneously, or...
How would that work? Wouldn't you overhear each other?
Well, if we're in the same...
Oh, in the same stream?
Well, yeah, but like if we're playing games together.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Type of thing.
I thought you meant we were streaming 2 completely different things.
But what I was also going to say is, though, like, if, like, Tuesday night when I'm playing Pathfinder, you wanted to use my studio because your stuff is all... like, yeah. I could let you borrow my studio space when I'm not streaming at all, too.
Cool.
So we can figure that out. But, should I link your Twitch so people can find it?
Sure, you can find me on Twitch.
It's twitch.tv/
the Sean Hills.
The Sean Hills. Okay, see, I needed you to tell me the because I would have missed that article in particular. Real Felice says, to be fair, having 2 overlapping streams outdoing each other in the same room would be extremely Joe.
Yeah, it would be.
That, like, yeah, that would work. Kindleist says that you should join my Patreon so you can play on the Minecraft server with them.
I'm already a patron, actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I know you're on the Discord, but I thought that was so that you could participate in events like this.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, thank you for your support.
You're welcome.
Okay, I guess, am I supporting you on Patreon, too?
No.
Womp womp. I was going to say, we could just both
the money would just cancel out.
Yeah, we could just keep our money at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, instead of just giving Patreon a 3% cut and Visa another 3%.
Yeah.
But, okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to raid Saucefire.
Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and make sure that this is muted before I open it up. I'm not actually following Saucefire. That's a mistake. Okay. So, I'm going to post a link to that. Wesley says, what's the link for the upcoming charity stream? Twitch.tv/Saucefire is where I'm going to be in about an hour and 12 minutes. So, /raid Saucefire. Thank you all so much for coming out again. Like I said, this event and this whole series of events has really been so creatively encouraging and so exciting for me, and I appreciate y'all making it special. Until next time. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, when you get to the charity stream, y'all can say, howdy, y'all, Joe Hills raid here. You can also, let me see, there's a big donate here link. Wait. Does that actually work? Does that work?
I don't know if it does.
Oh, okay, so apparently it's the Child's Play donate Tiltify extension. So there's an arrow that's pointing at the wrong thing at certain screen sizes. I'll mention that to... But yeah, if you scroll down far enough, they've already raised $1,040 with a goal of $56.11, which is a really arbitrary goal. I'm gonna have to ask Sauce what's up with that milestone when I jump on there. But anyway, yeah, feel free to support the show. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not precious about how much money we raise during my particular segment. If you want to give money now, you can give money to charity right now. You don't have to wait for me to jump on in 71 minutes. Or if you come in tomorrow and you're like, oh, my paycheck came through, but I missed Joe's part of the stream. That's fine. He's streaming for 24 hours. Give him the money then. Anyway, the raid's about to auto-trigger in 7 seconds. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Thanks, Sean.
Bye.
Keep adventuring.